Hello once again. This video will talk about fly modes, and as you understand, this is intended only for those who fly with flight controllers with autopilots that have different fly modes, and those can be selected here on by these buttons. At least for me, I think it is much more convenient to have the modes selected here. Some of you might prefer to have those here, but I do prefer them here. And another thing is that as we choose the buttons there, we have here on the bottom of the radio the information of the button that is selected. Okay, so I'm gonna add the flight mode names into these into this screen here. So as I choose the fly mode, the name of that flight mode will appear just like there. Okay, so let's begin, and I'll start to adding a name. I've already have the name assigned to this for the radio. This is assumed by as a potentiometer, but it's not. But well, it is a potentiometer for the radio. And there we have a six position potentiometer, and I've called that mod for modes. You can call it anything you want. Let's go back and let's start the funny thing. Well, I'll start by creating a curve in here, curves. All right. I'll name this curve as fly mode curve. It's done. Oh, it's not done. FMC flight mode curve. It is, yes, it is a standard curve. It is not a 2-point curve. It will be a 6-point curve because we have 6 positions and we need a point, 1 point for each of the 6 positions. And so now let's add values. So the first point here will be minus 100. Here, this one will be minus 40, and the next one will be minus 15. The next will be 11. The next one will be 36. And the last one will be 74. Pay attention because these values that I'm putting here are the ideal values for the Ardu pilot. Okay, so Ardu plane, Ardu copter, Ardu rover, Ardu whatever. I don't know the right values, the right curve values for iNav or Betaflight. For those, you have to check by yourself and see if these values that I'm putting here are good enough to be on the center position of each function of each flight mode slot. So I have had some work to find out these numbers, I had to find the middle point of each flight mode in autopilot in microseconds, in a value in microseconds, and then just playing with the values until the value is pretty much there on the middle of that flight mode slot. All right, so these are the values for autopilot. Maybe they will work with iNav and any other flight controller based firmware. I don't know. So pay attention to that. This is done. The next thing, I will create an input. Here and here I will call this mods. And I do have to find a better setup to film these tutorials because I'm recording with my phone because I don't have a camera. I just have my phone to record. Well, I do have a camera. I have this GoPro, but it doesn't have a screen on its back, so I do prefer to use the phone, but I don't have any rig to hold the phone. So here, okay, the source will be this. No, it's not selecting. Let's see. Yes, it's there. Okay, it's done. Now one step backwards. Now let's go to mixer. And on the mixer we're gonna add one channel that I will call flight modes. Flight modes. Here will be the mods input that we have set just before, and it's pretty much set. Now we go over the outputs. Just double check. I think it's set on channel 6. So mods, it's set on channel 6. Pay attention to that. So here fly mods. That's okay. Here on outputs, it's here on outputs where I will put the curve. And the curve will be the flight mode curve. Well, it's pretty much set. Now let's go to monitors. Let's check on channel 6. It's this one. If if it's right. Yes, it is right. So key number 1 there, key number 2, you see, are those values that I had to figure out according to the curve, and that's it. Beautiful. So just right now there is just one more thing that I have to set, which are the flight mode tab. So flight mode 0, we never use this. We start on 1 up to 6. Here I'm gonna add the names of the flight modes. So the flight mode 1 will be manual, the 2 will be stabilized, the 3 fly-by-wire A, 4 RTL, 5 auto, and 6 loiter. Let's give some names. So now that I have names assigned to each one of the lines of the flight modes, let's assign the positions, the multi-position switches in here. Okay, so for that we go here and mod 1, and it's done. So now I have assigned, let's put this, I have assigned all the modes, all the 6 position switch buttons to every single one of the modes. Okay, this is done. Let's go back, and now we have them right here. As we change, the names appear in here. Perfect. Manual, stabilized, fly-by-wire A, RTL, return to launch, auto mission, and loiter. These are, in my case, these are the modes that I've chosen in my flight controller. So guys, it's pretty much this. I think you have all the information you need to set up the flight modes, and I believe, I'm not sure, but no, I don't think, no, the radio doesn't tell you the names. That's it. See you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.